Okay, so I've never done this YouTube stuff, but I'm gonna try and post a video because I feel like this should be out there in the world. So, 2015, my 10-year-old brother passed away, and Children's Services got involved in our lives. I was 16 at the time, and they put us in foster care, took us away from our parents because they claimed that my parents murdered my brother, which that's not what happened at all. His body went septic, and his internal organs started shutting down on him, and they didn't catch it in time. But they put me and my 2 younger siblings in foster care, and me and my younger sister got fortunate enough to get a good foster mom. She was really good to us, but my brother wasn't so lucky. My brother is a year younger than me, but his foster family had, I think, 5 or 6 other kids living there with them, and they treated my brother like trash. These other kids would bully him and beat on him, and he wasn't allowed to have contact with me or our younger sister or even our mom because his foster family wouldn't let him. There was no court order at all saying we weren't allowed to talk to our parents. It was just his foster family wouldn't let him have his tablet that our mom bought for him. They would take his tablet away and give it to one of the other younger kids in their home. We did get lucky enough to get to go to the same school. Now I kind of feel bad because I did treat my foster mom kind of rude when we first got in there, but considering our situation, it was reasonable. But I was mad and angry with everything. But she did treat us good, but eventually she did end up getting my brother moved in with us too. 2017, they moved us to Georgia to live with my father's sister. And at first it was great and everything. But it eventually got really bad, and she started treating us like we were not worth doing anything for. So I got in a really bad place. But my senior year, I was doing really good in school. I didn't go to the best school in the world. I went to actually a pretty bad school. I got bullied every day. I got death threats and people telling me to kill myself and all kinds of bad stuff. So I always carried pocket knives on me, always. And somebody tried saying that I was selling drugs in school, which I've never done drugs in my life. The only medications I've ever had were prescriptions for antidepressants and anxiety. So, excuse me. The cops came and they searched me and found my pocket knives. And I got arrested for having pocket knives in my purse. Nobody knew that I had them. I carried my purse literally everywhere. So I took my knives everywhere. I also feared for my life at this school because kids were threatening to kill me, fight me, get their gangs to fight me. I had one kid stand up in class and scream at me that he was going to bring a gun to school and shoot me, like physically kill me. And he told me that I was going to bring my brother into school and he was going to shoot him too. Nobody did anything about it. All they did was move me out of that class. So this kid didn't get in trouble for threatening to kill me in front of the whole class. 2 different teachers heard, the whole class heard. So I got arrested my senior year of high school. I was doing really good, got straight A's. I was a teacher's assistant. I was only taking 3 classes because I already finished all my other classes. But I got arrested, and I was actually in jail for 71 days. And on my court date, they finally had a court date. The 70th day that I was in jail. And the judge told me, because I was a white female and I lived in a black community, he was going to use me as an example. And he gave me the max sentence, which was 10 years probation and 60 days time served in jail. I had to get a high school diploma or an equivalent, have to take anger management, and pay almost $3,000 to the court system. Which even my probation officer now is telling me it's complete BS that I am on probation for having pocket knives in my purse at school. The crazier thing is, there was another kid that just got expelled from school. He didn't have the cops caught him on or anything, but he was what everybody calls African American. And he had brought a machete to school on Halloween and was flashing it around and showing it off in class. And he only got expelled. But me, because I had little pocket knives in my purse, I got expelled from school, arrested, and 10 years probation. And I have to pay almost $3,000. I've had several people tell me that I should make a video about this. And I just didn't ever really know where to start. But because of my troubled past and the situations I'd gone through, and my aunt that I lived with at the time, she did nothing to help me with these charges. The public pretender did nothing for me. Basically, they all just helped prosecute me for this. Now, okay, so my pocket knives, they were just like small, regular pocket knives. One of them had 3 blades on it. One of them was just 1 blade, and one had 2 blades, like regular pocket knives. And all 3 of these knives were gifts that I had gotten from family members or friends. And they were personally a treasure to me, so I just carried them everywhere because I love them. My sister got me one, a friend of mine gave me one, and this elderly man who I actually did work with, I did lawn work for him. He couldn't pay me, so he just gave me a pocket knife, which I loved it. It was awesome. I never fought back in school. I was never in trouble, ever in my life, ever. Like, I was always a good kid. I was always the quiet kid. I never had very many friends. I just kept to myself and did my work at school just so I could get through the day. But because I was 18, they sent me to jail. And they told me it could get expunged off my record once I pay it all off. But now I'm 21, I'm a single mom, and it's hard for me to get a job and keep a job because I am on probation. And I have 2 young children. So